All right, so I'm driving the Lone Star Drift 370Z from Dallas to Houston. The car was in Dallas. Aaron needed it taken to Houston, which is where the drift event is. He didn't really have any good way to do it, so I flew into Dallas. I'm gonna drive it to Houston. I'm gonna fly back out of Houston. But I figured it'd be a fun experience for like an adventure, a road trip. You really get to feel like you're somewhere if you drive, you know, a good distance there. If you just like fly in somewhere, it's hard to really feel like you're there. And I'm always down for an adventure and a little road trip, especially in a 370Z drift car. I don't know, seemed fun. But the AC quit working a couple days ago, so that's been kind of miserable, especially when I was stuck in traffic earlier. The radio doesn't work, so I've got my trusty headphones. I've been jamming out to music with the headphones. Also, it has WiseFab, and if you guys have ever driven a Z chassis with WiseFab on the highway, you know how sketchy it is. Basically, like any tiny movement in the wheel results to a lot of movement at the wheels themselves. So the car is like real darty, especially at highway speeds, but you get used to it. Just kind of sketchy. WiseFab is definitely not meant for the street, that's for sure. But I mean, it's manageable. You guys are gonna be like, you're a baby, but I'm just saying, it's kind of sketchy. So I had to stop at Buc-ee's, typical Texas gas station. Well, it's not typical. This is like a Texas thing. It's huge. As you can see, the gas pumps go all the way down there. There's a bunch more over there. And it's huge inside. I gotta get gas. Oh, it is on this side, tight. Made it to the hotel. Houston traffic, it was rough. Bumpy roads and WiseFab don't mix, but made it to the hotel. I'll see you guys in the morning. We're gonna go drifting. Made it to the track. So this is a police academy. Funny thing, they have like some crazy stuff, right? Like this helicopter, obviously like a training thing, jumping out, rappelling out of a helicopter maybe. The road course is, or the track is kind of like some sort of road course. So that should be interesting. Goals for the day: get comfortable in the Z, and then try to do some drift reviews, and then all that stuff. And then also try to do well in street legal. We'll see what happens. I gotta get comfortable first. I'm just hoping within the time between now and the competition, I feel comfortable in the car and like know how to put it where I want to put it. So we'll see. So this is one of the cars I want to review. Dropped my lens cap out. Channeler. So it's a C6, but it's got a cage that's like molded around the interior, so it goes around the dash and everything, but it's a legit welded in cage. He's got a hydro in there, but still like stock interior completely, bucket seat. Definitely use the steering wheel in my opinion, but I'm just weird like that, but super clean, looks sick. All right, getting tires mounted now, gonna put them on and then we're gonna go drive. All right, we're getting ready to go out for the first laps in the Z. You guys already know the steering wheel is too far away. It really is kind of far though. Like I drove this thing 4 hours here and it like, I don't know, you have to hold your arms up the whole time. I like my arms being like this, like tucked by my side, but not a big deal. So it's gonna be the first laps in the Z. Again, goal is to get comfortable with it as quickly as possible. I mean, it should be pretty similar to my car, just WiseFab and a 370. So it'll be a little different, but I'm a pretty adaptable driver. I'm not 100% sure. It's getting confident enough to really like not even brake on a transition when you're coming up on somebody's door and know that like the car is going to scrub that amount of speed to like not hit them and things like that. So I don't expect to do super well in comp, but I'm just going out to have fun, so I don't know the track layout at all, so we're just gonna go for it, I guess. Not bad for my first couple laps. Gotta try not to get the tires too hot. Do like a cool down lap. Steering's heavy. and I kind of fly around in the seat a lot, but oh god, can't see. But I think I'll be comfortable in it. I mean, comfortable enough. It's a tandem. Oh my goodness, this guy is... It feels good power-wise. The Wise Fab is nice because you can just throw more angle and scrub speed that way. It's got a nice amount of side bite. Yeah, I feel really good with this thing. Oh, it was fun. It started fuel cutting already on that big sweeper, and then it kind of felt like it was down on power now. Oh, it's hot. That's why. Gotta let it cool down. All right, first few laps went really well. Driving confidence-wise, I feel pretty comfortable in it. Definitely not like 100% yet, where I'm just driving with muscle memory. You know, I'm having to think about it a little bit, which is what makes it hard for tandem. But the car feels really good. I really like the way it drives, especially on this track. There's some tight corners, and instead of like trying to scrub speed into them, I just kind of like go through them and then throw a big angle and pull out of it. The only problem is I need to let the tires cool down between runs because I'm smoking through them. These are probably, at least this one's already about halfway done. I've only done like 10 laps, so I'm not rich, so I got to be conservative on these tires. All right, these seem to have an issue with fuel cutting. This one is no exception, so it's fuel cutting. Adam put gas in it. He's gonna drive it, probably finish this set of tires. I'm working on drift reviews. Then I'm gonna go try to get some good tandem practice in the Z, you know, so that like I have some tandem practice before the comp, just cause like I have like one run, actually tandem, so that's the plan. Fuel cut. gonna drift now, or are we gonna wait? I guess we're gonna do a normal lap. Aaron loves like hot lapping, like just taking the corners hard. It's kind of fun in a drift car because they handle so poorly that you're pretty much always at the limits of their handling capabilities because they just don't handle well at all. We're just gonna go in for the next one. That was fun. I'm not as aggressive as I'd like to be, but it's because I'm in third. Oh, something happened. Something happened. I think we lost power steering. Oh no. Oh shit. I gotta get back to the pits. No. So the belt launched itself. It just like shredded itself. Like it's gone. Here's just pieces of it right here. So we gotta get a new belt on this, and we have about 30 minutes before the come. While Adam and I were at the driver's meeting, Tommy got the car fixed. There's just like 7 million pulleys down here, and it's like really confusing to route it when you don't know, but now Tommy's a master of it, so when we blow a belt off again, Tommy will know how to fix it. Okay, yeah, that's about it. We're gonna go compete, see what happens. All right, we're getting ready to go out for our competition run. We're going against the Miata, I think. Yeah, we're going against the Miata. I just, it kind of sucks because I was stressing really hard about getting the serpentine belt back on when I was like just getting, you know, some good tandem practice and stuff. So I just spent the whole time trying to fix the car, me and Tommy. So, you know, we'll see what happens. I'm not taking it too seriously. I just like to do a few battles, you know, really more than anything else. So we'll see how it goes. I'm not going to stress it. The only thing I'm worried about is me and Adam go up against each other because yeah, I guess he wants to rock, paper, scissors for it. I thought that he would just kind of like let me go since this is the first time I've been able to come to one of these events. You know, that way I'd get a fair chance to compete. But I guess since he's already done some and has points already, he wants to keep going. So I guess we'll have to rock, paper, scissors for it if it comes to that. But, you know, we'll see what happens.
With that 370, he's got something to say. Nice entry from both of them. Taylor is looking pretty planted there. The Miata looks like he's online as well. This is a good battle so far. You can see that Taylor's matching the angle of the Miata, and the Miata's nice and smooth with his transitions. That's what we want to see. A little bit of front brake there. Oh, dirt drop. Taylor is unfazed. Nicely done. Woo! I'll give it up.
I won. I didn't obviously see his fall run, so I don't know, you know, if like barely won or what, but, you know, he had a pretty solid lead line, so he was fun to follow. I'd never followed him before, so, you know, I wasn't quite sure what to expect. So this next driver is in a 350. Again, not quite sure what to expect. I haven't driven with him. We're just going to kind of chuck it in. All right, going up for our third battle. I think this is the top 16. Like, I think if I were to win this battle, I'd go into top 8, I believe, pretty sure. So because I started fresh in this series with no points, and all these other people have points, they already, like, they don't even have to battle to get to this top 16. They're already, like, in it from the start. So that's kind of the situation here. So we'll see what happens. I think I'm going to take it a little easy because I think his car will be a little slower than mine. So that's the plan. Like, instead of trying to run it in on his door like off a rip and then like, screwing myself because, you know, I can't keep the car in drift or something like that. Alright, so now I just have to not spin out on my lead run. Alright, we are going up for our top 8 battle. If we win this, we get into the final 4. And at that point, well, Adam has another battle. If he wins that, he gets into the final 4, and then we have to battle each other, which we can't do. So we got to figure something out, or one of us has to bow out, which would suck. So we're going against this 370. Should be interesting just because we're, you know, both 370s. And he's been driving really well, so maybe I'll get a clean battle. It's funny, the first battle I got was a clean battle, and then all the ones after that, like, it was just other people making mistakes that, like, got me the win. It wasn't like me actually winning, so those aren't ever really fun. I mean, it's cool to win, but it's not like a fun way to win it by any means. So, we shall see what happens.
Taylor better not let him run away on the start here. We're going to see a nice aggressive chase. There you go. Entered at the same time. That was good. Ooh, aggressive. Yes, sir. Get in there, Taylor. Taylor wants to bat him out of those. He's so bad he can taste it. There you go. Nice transition. That was really good. Taylor's nice and aggressive. Goes off track at the end, but this part is not judged.
That was a pretty good follow. You just gotta do a good lead. I'm feeling comfortable about the leads, but watch that be where I mess up. I'd be really bummed if me and Adam, if like I didn't get to compete for, you know, top 4, trying to go to 1 and 2, you know, because me and Adam were against each other or whatever. That would just be a lame way to go out, that's for sure. My first competition, but it is what it is. I got something in my eye. I really need to learn to keep my visor down when I'm following, but I just suck at it. I like having my visor up. I don't know, he seemed like he was on me for sure, so we will see who won that one.
Big fan, man.
Oh, thanks. Nice to meet you. That was the first good battle I've had.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Me?
Yeah, you.
Good stuff, man.
Don't go too far out.
Alright, I'm in Mesker's car. I'm trying to get the seat, like,
So you can start back at the cone.
in a good spot. I probably need to be, like...
Don't get one practice lap. Go up and into your comp.
So how do we do the practice lap?
Just go do a practice lap. A full practice lap.
Traction control was on. This is going to be impossible. It really is. I'm nowhere near as confident in this car as I am in the 370. Traction control was on.
Go for another lap. Just go. Just go.
biggest, grossest bug that just flew by here. But anyway, okay, here they go. Taylor's got a bit of a gap there. Let's see him get on the door. He's probably being nice with Mesker's car because he doesn't want to touch it, but at the same time he wants to win.
I was pretty proud of that. This car bogs really hard going on that straightaway, and I'm just not quite sure how to keep my speed up through there to not let it straighten out, and I let it straighten out, so definitely going to be at a big disadvantage there, but I'm not mad at how I did, if that makes sense.
Real good. Look at that angle from Taylor Ray. Mesker, have you ever seen your car drift like this? Does it look weird from the outside? It does.
Crazy, I've never seen Ian Mesker drive this boat.
Mesker's getting aggressive. I mean, Taylor Ray. Oh, they both are dropped. Nicely done from both.
This car is definitely way harder to drive. It doesn't make anywhere near the power. You know it's street legal when after the event, all the cars from street legal are cruising back. Where's the other car going? There it is. All three of these, this car, those two cars, are all competed in street legal, which is tight. The windshield's so dirty. All right, I am, which way is this lens? I am exhausted, very long day, very fun day, very long day. Definitely stressful trying to get the car done right before the competition. Huge thanks to Tommy for fixing the car. While me and Adam were at the driver's meeting, I helped, and I just had to leave. But I'm really bummed that me and Adam didn't get like a legitimate battle, you know, like me driving a car I've never driven before. You know, it's like a stock HR car, so it's probably down like 40 horsepower with like slammed with like PVM angle, you know, versus like Wisefab car with actually a seat and stuff. You know, like it would have been more fun for the battle to be, at least if I had driven that car all day, that would have been fine. But just like getting in there, doing one lap, and then like going for it, You know, it would have been more fun for us to battle on like more even terms, but I'm sure we'll get the chance down the road. There's always more drift events. So tomorrow we're just gonna drive for fun. I'm gonna do some more drift reviews. I only did one today. So yeah, I guess I'll see you guys then.